starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Jury selection began today in the case of Kyle Rittenhouse. He's the Illinois teen who shot and killed 2 protesters, wounded a 3rd in Kenosha last year. And there is already some controversy as the judge says the men who were shot cannot be referred to as victims by prosecutors, but they can be identified as looters or rioters if the defense can show that. Jay Gray has details. First, a warning, though. This story does contain some violent images.
We're here to select a jury today, and it's a criminal case.
A case that's captured the attention of the nation. The defendant, Kyle Rittenhouse, was 17 last summer when, armed with an assault rifle, he traveled from his home in Illinois to Kenosha, Wisconsin, where he shot and killed 2 men and wounded a 3rd. One of those shootings captured on cell phone video, images that will be a centerpiece in this trial. Evidence his defense team claims he feared for his life when he pulled the trigger.
When we have the self-defense on tape, we have the case on tape.
Rittenhouse gathered, along with others, responding to pleas from a local militia group on social media to help protect the city during protests and unrest after a controversial police shooting left Jacob Blake paralyzed from the waist down. The officer who shot Blake was not charged. Blake's family says they'll now be watching this trial closely.
So we want to see the gloves come off from this government, from the judge, and the prosecutor should do their job and nail them to the ground and get justice.
Once the jury is in place, the trial is expected to last about 2 weeks. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Hi, Jeff. We actually saw some flurries last night and again today.
Yeah, here we are in November and finally getting a little bit of snow out there today. A few bursts here in Minocqua earlier. Still a bit of snow on the roofs here, but we'll get some more of those bursts across the area tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's the radar. And again, not impressive, right? But if you get under one of these, it could snow rather heavily for a second or two, all melting on the other area surfaces, especially roadways. If you're traveling north, though, lake enhanced snow there tonight will generally give them 2, 3, 4 inches of snow on Tanagan area. Could see inches of snow tonight. So if you're traveling north, be careful this evening. Worst conditions are up there. All because temperatures are hanging out in the 30s. It's 34 right now in Rhinelander, 37 for Phillips. You get the idea. A cold day for us today. It'll be cool again tomorrow, but much warmer temperatures are in the 7-day forecast. For tonight, though, not so much. We'll have lows down near 25, some light snow showers out there. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thank you, Jeff. For better or worse, the number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has been holding steady for about a week and a half now. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports about 1,100 new cases. We're averaging a little over 1,800 per day over the last week. The number of new deaths per day has been more up and down lately. THS reports 11 new confirmed COVID deaths in Wisconsin today. We're averaging about 14 per day over the last week, about 8,500 deaths from COVID in Wisconsin since the pandemic began. CDC advisors are expected to vote tomorrow on whether to recommend Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for use in young kids age 5 to 11. Then the director of the CDC would need to okay it, but we could start seeing kids in that age group getting shots by the end of this week. Some parents have reached out with questions about why the dosing size for the vaccine is based on a child's age rather than weight. Mandy Gaither explains.
If recommended by the CDC, Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine would be the first cleared for use in children ages 5 to 11 in the U.S. The vaccine would be administered in 2 doses given 21 days apart, but each dose would just be a third of the size of the one given to people 12 and older.
Vaccines are not administered based on weight like other therapeutics are.
So why not? Public health physician Dr. Chris Purnell says the dosage size varies depending on the child's immune system.
Vaccines really are based on the developmental stage or age of the immune system in a younger person. That's why you see the differences in the cutoffs at the ages.
Trials have shown the two smaller doses of Pfizer's vaccine generated just as strong immune response in children as the larger doses given to people over 12. Cornell says parents of young children shouldn't worry about the size of the doses.
So a parent who has an 11-year-old, regardless of size, your 11-year-old should receive the authorized dose for that stated age.
Pfizer says there's also potential to lower the dose of its COVID-19 vaccine for children ages 12 to 15 in the future. But right now, the company says their key goal is to provide protection with a safe and effective vaccine. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
North Central Technical College in Wausau will extend their hours of operation this month to help get more people vaccinated. They're open on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. For exact hours and details, head to the NTC website. You can also find COVID-19 vaccines at your local health department or places like Walgreens. Cancer screenings can also save lives. Research shows a 41% drop in death rate from cancer over the past 3 decades, in part because of annual screenings. Screenings are available for, of course, a variety of cancers, but no matter the type, doctors say regular screenings increase the chance of early detection.
Early identification of cancers leads to better outcomes. So over the last several decades, we continue to encourage people to get screenings done so that we can find the cancers earlier and have better opportunity to cure them.
The pandemic led many people to put off regular screenings, which could have dangerous side effects.
Our fear is that will lead to cancers and more of the cancers being caught later. So we're encouraging everybody as part of this push to start catching up on the screenings that you might be due for or a little bit late for.
Doctors encourage you to reach out to your primary care physician to ask about your screening needs. The Citizen Board advising Rhinelander Mayor Chris Frederickson on PFAS water contamination in the city will report some of their findings from research tomorrow. Water Action Team Rhinelander hosts forums like this each month, but say this one may be the most important to date. You can attend the virtual forum on Water's Facebook page. It starts tomorrow at 2. It's now officially November, and if you're already looking ahead to Christmas, the Schwabigan-Nicolet National Forest has announced they'll start letting families come in to harvest Christmas trees. Families with 4th graders are eligible for a free permit through the Every Kid Outdoors initiative. For everyone else, it's just $5 a tree with a maximum of 5 trees per household. You can buy them at any of the forestry offices or online, the permits that is. Just head to the Forest Service's website for more information. The Governor and First Lady Evers invite military families, past and present, to send an ornament to hang in their loved one's honor on this year's Tribute to Our Troops display. The tree and ornaments will be on display at the executive residence this holiday season. You need to get your ornaments in by November 26th. To make that happen, you can find the full mailing address and other details on the Wisconsin National Guard's website. President Biden and more than 100 other world leaders are in Scotland this week to talk about climate change. As Isabel Rosales reports, the president is hoping to reposition the U.S. as a world leader on this topic.
Experts say COP26 may be the world's last best chance to address the climate crisis.
That desperate hope is why the world is looking to you.
A report published by the UN in August called a Code Red for Humanity, showing the world is warming faster than previously thought.
We are digging our own graves. Enough of treating nature like a toilet. Enough of burning and drilling and mining our way deeper.
Despite leaders from China and Russia skipping the conference, negotiations will proceed with a goal to produce a plan to rapidly decarbonize the planet.
If we fail, they will not forgive us.
But there is skepticism of promises versus action. 6 G20 countries, including the U.S., never met their targets to cut greenhouse emissions under the 2015 Paris Agreement. President Joe Biden vowing the U.S. will lead the world.
Let this be the moment that we answer history's call.
The White House set to launch a long-term climate strategy to get to net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. As Biden touts climate change measures and his ambitious legislative agenda, currently inching forward on Capitol Hill.
My administration is working overtime to show that our climate commitment is action, not words.
In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
Still ahead, we have tonight's edition of Your 2 Cents. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve Park Falls and folks all across the North Woods of Wisconsin.
You know your gutters are full of gunk, and you know you need to deal with it eventually. Let us show you why LeafGuard is the answer to your prayers. LeafGuard's one-piece seamless gutter system is guaranteed to stay maintenance-free. Its patented design channels rainwater into your gutters while leaves, seeds, and other debris just roll right off.
The LeafGuard has been everything we wanted it to be. We live in the woods, and we have not had any problems at all with it. We've had people call and ask about it, and of course we always give them a good recommendation because we do feel very strongly about it, that it's just what we had needed.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard gutter system comes with great money-saving extras. Take 75% off installation labor, get 12 months interest-free financing, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate. Good deal?
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale and get the best for free. Through Saturday, get free installation on our best-selling carpet, free estimates, and interest-free financing. That's right. Free carpet installation, free estimates, and interest-free financing. Only at Carpet City Flooring Center. Come see why contractors and designers choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And get the best for free with free carpet installation through Saturday.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers. An available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now lease an Explorer XLT for just $389 a month. Only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
All right, high five. We're finally getting some snow around here. A trace of snow so far this season. Last year, though, by today, already 10.7 inches. But here we go. If we're going to go big this season, we want to go really big, right? The record to beat is 116.3 inches a couple of years ago. Behind that, 110.3. So we'll see. The overall projections keep us above average in precipitation this winter, but we're not really starting off that way at all here in November for sure. All right, so temperature-wise, remember on Saturday it was 58 degrees? The average high today is 47, but it nosedives now. The average high December 1st is 30, January 1st, 22, and then back up again slowly on February 1st, back at 23. So it's about to get historically very cold around here, right? And look outside right now. It's 32 in Rhinelander currently, 33 Eagle River, 34 Manitouche Waters. So yeah, this is below average, right? We'll do it again tomorrow and for parts of the area, also on Wednesday, followed by a big warming trend on the way this weekend. So there's that average high of 47, the average low being 28, the record low 10. That's what the atmosphere can do, but there's no real cold air in our forecast anytime soon, and the sun sets later on at 5:44, time change being this Sunday, as you know. So going forward, your eye goes there, right? So warmer temperatures are on the way. We got to get there first. So 36 tomorrow, just like today, 37 for Wednesday, and then a slow climb back up again Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have above average temperatures on the way this weekend and through much of next week. Also on the way, some more scattered rain showers and a couple snow showers too. Now this is instability, right? So the air down here is kind of warm. The air above us is very, very cold. So lots of unstable air across the area right now as that air begins to rise. This will fall apart, most of it, as the sun sets tonight, but still there's some lake enhanced motion in here from a nice northwest flow coming across Lake Superior. That that will keep the lake effect streamers going for several hours tonight. If you're traveling north, we could see several lake effect bands over there. Right now, though, a couple have already come through the Minocqua area. Still a bit of snow on the roof here. You see it. We had a couple areas of traces of snow across the area of Minocqua earlier. That is now melting, but the traffic is going just fine. Look for more areas of snow tonight. The radar shows that, right? So here we are. And if you get under a couple of these, it's kind of a burst of snow pretty quickly, and this will linger on tonight into tomorrow morning. So here's your forecast for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, some sprinkles and flurries out there. If you're traveling north on Tanagan area, Gogebic Range, you could see 1, 2, 3 inches of snow up that way with a west wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour this evening. For tomorrow, all right, so kind of like today, cloudy and breezy, sprinkles and flurries, and press repeat. Look for a high temperature near 37 with that west wind that could gust tomorrow near 25 through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress keeps us kind of quiet, right? But building temperatures Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and those are temperatures back in the 50s Sunday into Monday. Justin?
Oh, all right, thank you, Jeff. The DNR coordinates a program to help hunters address hunger here in Wisconsin. They're hoping you'll donate your harvest this fall. The Deer Donation Program started back in 2000. It has now distributed nearly 4 million pounds of Wisconsin harvested venison. Food pantries across the state are able to provide venison to about 1 in 12 households in the state currently going without. If you'd like to help, after field dressing your deer, just register it online, check for CWD, then get in touch with one of the participating processors. For details, get to the Wisconsin DNR website. Over the weekend, we got two types of calls really into the Newswatch 12 newsroom. One, those calling in support of us who feel like other callers are too critical sometimes, and those upset about our station's coverage of the Notre Dame game Saturday, starting late. Here's tonight's Your 2 Cents.
I'm not really calling about any news, but is there a reason why the Notre Dame game isn't being telecast and Wheel of Fortune is? I have a house full of people here ready to watch Notre Dame, and you have Wheel of Fortune on.
You're supposed to have the Notre Dame game on Saturday night. Supposed to start at 6:30. Instead, you've got some crazy quiz program on.
I don't know why you're not playing the Notre Dame game. You did the same thing to us last week. Then we have to watch Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, forget about them criticisms. Everybody has an elbow, if you know what I mean. Let the poem stay as it is. Let the market be read as he reads it. Let the weatherman's voice spew out the weather. People are they're just angry. You're doing a hell of a job. This is a great segment. Don't let it get you down when you hear criticisms that are unfounded or stupid. Thank you, and thank you for my 2 cents.
Thank you to everyone for calling. If you want to make your voice heard on Your 2 Cents, don't be shy. Give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. Again, 715-365-8812, extension 319. Remember, I respond to some of the calls on Fridays on My 2 Cents. The U.S. Supreme Court is looking at a hot-button issue this week. We'll look at some of the big talking points surrounding that abortion case. Next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Here we go. From the final knockout to the final steal. The biggest surprise is Ed Sheeran's final reveal.
My Blake relationship originally had a secret love.
The Voice tonight and tomorrow on NBC.
Joe, you are going to start having to make decisions.
Find out what happened.
I didn't want to take this until you got here.
The moment Joe made his choice.
Sometimes you just have to go for it.
Ordinary Joe, tonight on NBC.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court heard arguments today in the case of Andrew Wadey versus Devin LeMahieu. The plaintiffs say that contracts for attorneys signed by Republican leaders are illegal. One contract gives attorneys $30,000 a month for consulting on a trial that may not even take place. That fee scale started back in January. The contract would also prevent attorneys hired by the legislature from talking to Democratic members of the legislature. Today, U.S. Supreme Court heard two challenges to Texas's new abortion law. They revolve around whether the law can remain in effect, but won't resolve the issue of constitutionality of the right to an abortion. That may come up in December, however. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
High drama at the High Court today as U.S. Supreme Court justices take up two challenges to a Texas law that has stopped nearly all abortions in the state. The law effectively bans abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy, before many women even know they're pregnant.
A 6-week ban on abortion is unconstitutional, and that it's having a devastating effect.
Because the Supreme Court has long held state officials cannot ban abortion that early, the Texas legislature handed enforcement over to private individuals, meaning anyone can sue abortion providers or anyone who helps.
This bill does something that hasn't been done like this in Texas before, which is to recognize that life is protected when the heartbeat is first detected.
Texas is urging the Supreme Court to rule it cannot be sued because none of its officials enforce the law. But the U.S. Justice Department and Texas abortion providers want the High Court to block Texas judges and clerks from taking cases brought under the law. The Biden administration says Texas should not be allowed to nullify the constitutional right to an abortion. And attorneys for the plaintiffs argue the law could be used as a roadmap for states to subvert any Supreme Court precedent. Conservative Justice Brett Kavanaugh signaled concern on that front.
Second Amendment rights, free exercise of religion rights, free speech rights could be targeted.
Whatever the court decides could be a key indicator for upcoming cases that may determine the future of reproductive rights in this country. In 1 month, the Supreme Court will hear a case that more directly addresses whether abortion should remain a constitutional right. It's a challenge to a Mississippi law that bans abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. From the Supreme Court, Alice Barr, NBC News.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Edge. With all new Sync 4A with a 12-inch touchscreen and available enhanced active park assist, it's built to make life easier. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Edge. Drive one today. Now, choose FlexBuy on Ford Edge and get 0% APR financing for 66 months, plus $500 cash only at your local Ford dealer.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month, or no interest, no payments for 18 months. For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off.
1-800-908-7527. That's 1-800-908-7527.
Factory trained and certified installers made in the USA, and discounts for seniors and military. BCI Bath & Shower, the leader in affordable bathroom products.
It's Renewal by Andersen's Black Friday event with unprecedented savings on custom-built replacement windows. Our exclusive Fibrex composite material windows won't warp or bow and never need painting, making them vastly superior to vinyl windows. They're custom-built in the USA, installed with precision and care, backed by the nation's best warranty, and now more affordable than ever. Call today. These massive Black Friday savings and special financing end soon. Don't miss out. Call and schedule your free design consultation today.
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home, where we're continually inspired to make it our own, where the perfect wall mounting can lift your spirits, and that once hidden path to your door is now illuminated with intrigue to lead you inside. With Tatriot lighting, your lighting is another way to put your personal style on display. Smart, sophisticated, radiant, just like you. We have hundreds of options to make your home and your world shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
For Halloween, as you see, Heinz rebranded some of its tomato ketchup as tomato blood. They recommend it's used for costumes, in addition to, hamburgers and food. But we're pretty sure it's just a regular tomato ketchup.
It's not blood?
I don't think so.
Did you taste it and see?
I did not, no.
Okay, so for us, if you stick your tongue out outside, you can catch some snowflakes out there today. Not a lot of them, just a few across the area now, but they're going to linger tonight and probably into tomorrow morning. Here's the radar, and again, it's a hard time picking it all up because it's so low to the ground. But overall, expect a couple more rounds of light snow and flurries tonight. If you're traveling north, Kogibic Range, Ontonagon area, look for 1, 2, even 3 inches of snow up that way tonight, because here are the temperatures, and we're not the only cool kids, right? We're hanging out near 32 right now, but the rest of us across the Midwest and Plains, same story.
Everybody.
Lots of cold air kind of locked in place currently, but it's going to change. What goes down must go up. Is that a saying these days? We have warmer temperatures on the way by the end of the week. We could do 50 or so by Sunday afternoon.
It works that way in winter in Wisconsin.
What goes down must go up.
I don't
know.
No, anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next.